We're live.
What have you done again? Sandwich one, yeah.
We're live. Is it live, Mr. Mann? Yeah.
Oh yeah, let me check. Sorry, I was just distracted. YouTube. Sandwich Town Council. Planning Committee. Yes.
Okay.
Welcome to the July planning meeting of Sandwich Town Council. And
We have Mr. Anaro has a personal appointment and Councillor Fortescue has a personal appointment. I haven't heard from Councillor Morehouse.
He will be late. These traffic issues.
Okay.
Yes, the train gates.
They're still down when I
Yeah.
came. Yeah, still down now. Queuing now.
Item 2, declarations of interest.
No.
Declaration.
Oh, sorry. Not what I've received.
No.
Not for me to say.
Item 3, minutes of the planning committee. To approve the minutes of the planning committee held on Thursday, the 8th of June 2026, and to consider any matters arising from those minutes not covered elsewhere in this agenda. Is there any matters arising? Councillor Wise?
The application regarding the ramparts. So post the meeting, I think some councillors had an email from a neighbour about the asking for freedom of information about what had happened at the meeting. I think the town clerk has dealt with it, but just to be clear, at the date of the meeting, certain things were on the website, the portal, and other things were not on there. They came on subsequently, and at the date of the meeting, as far as I recall, there were no comments from neighbours or members of the public on the portal at that date.
No.
So we can only deal with what's on the portal at that date.
Okay,
The town clerk has dealt with it.
if you're happy with the minutes,
Yeah, I'm happy to propose that we accept the minutes.
is it all in favour that I sign the minutes? Yeah, thank you.
So this part of your code for kids.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, Chair, can I just say something quickly? It's regarding declaration of interest. So apologies for what to say. Regarding agenda item SCPC 7269, the licensing part. I live at I live at 5 Fisherman's Wharf, so I'll not be voting.
Thank you. Item 4, public participation. Do you have any public?
No.
Okay, item 5, planning application to consider 26/00511, 135 Dover Road, Sandwich, CT13 0DA, erection of a single-storey rear extension, alteration to doors, windows, insertion of a roof light, and installation of a carport canopy, existing conservatory to be demolished. Seems pretty straightforward to me.
So removal of an existing conservatory, replacing light. It is larger, but it's still single story, and the proposals, the design, materials, appearance are in keeping with existing property. So
Yeah.
I'd approve it. I'd be happy to approve it.
Yeah. Yes.
Are you proposing it?
I'm happy to propose.
The second, Councillor Madison. All in favour of this application? Yes, thank you. 26/00533, 154 St George's Road, Sandwich, CT13 9LD, erection of a single-storey rear extension, cladding alteration to windows, doors, and replacement roof tiles. Yes. Seems straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a straightforward one.
Yeah, I'll propose that one, yeah. Second, councillor Malley.
I think everyone's objecting now, I think no one wants to speak to that.
This is one that's good.
Yeah.
25/00472 Archerslow Farm, Sandown Road, Sam, CT 39NU. Erection of 35 residential dwellings with associated access, open space landscaping, drainage, infrastructure works, and earthworks. The red line, the number of units has been changed. I think not 9 units off, haven't they? Yeah, so I think we've,
They've extended the boundary, haven't
Yeah.
they, what was to what was previously agreed. So,
Yeah, so I've got a few comments, but I'm happy for someone else to go first.
I have to say my comment. Since I've been a councillor, this has come up and it's been, this council has used it on numerous occasions. Regarding access in and out because of the country lane there, the access for building materials down and out when it's being built, what's the word I'm looking at? The problem it's going to cause residents in that local area, St George's Road and Sandown Road. We've rejected it, DDC did reject it, it did go back to appeal, so it's come back again, and my feelings will stay the same. I'm against this, totally against this application.
we lots of letters of objection as well, weren't there?
Yes, so this is in the local plan, and it's in the local plan for 35 dwellings. We last discussed it as a planning committee in May of last year, and we actually approved it. But that was very much related to the fact that we knew that it was within the local plan, and therefore it was going to move ahead, and we had no issues then. When we approved it last time, we said subject to an archaeological survey being undertaken. However, the boundary red line, as Councillor Ripley says, has been extended, but the number of units has actually changed from 36 to 35, so it's gone down by 1. But for me, the key concern I've got is that basically the boundary has been extended to allow support facilities for the development to be parked over in that new space as such. And the key thing that really concerns me is that the plan in what's proposed now is for the surface water to be pumped out of the development and into a suds attenuation basin. So basically, the water will sit there, and then over time, it will then just seep into the irrigation existing system. Problem is, we've got a massive problem in Sandwich with mosquitoes every year, and then stagnant water sitting there for how long it happens could cause an issue in the town, or at least only for that development. So I've got concerns about that particular aspect. When looking at the other consultants, the only one that I think really jumped out to me was the KCC Ecological Advice Service, and basically they've listed a number of actions that they would expect need to be done. So whereas we supported it last time, I'm not sure that what they've delivered today is something that's as clear as it needs to be around moving it forward. And I know mosquitoes tend to be on the salt marshes, and that's where we've got the problem with them, but anything in the town that adds to that might be an issue.
Yeah, I think one of the problems is the drainage, isn't it? The sewer system, because they're going to have a big tank there, and they pump 20 a bit like up Woodness Road.
Yes.
And I think the trouble is at the moment, a lot of rainwater goes straight into the sewer system. That's probably why they're going to put it into ditches and things. But those ditches are in a bit of a state anyway; they don't flow.
Yeah, because the suds at Montague Place is basically, it's a series of what looks like old milk cartons, milk bottle cartons, the crates, all stacked up, all underground, so you wouldn't know it was there.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be a mosquito issue because it's underground.
I'm not sure this one is underground.
It's not underground.
It's a pool.
If it's a pool, then it's
It's
quite.
going to be like a pond, isn't it? The sewer,
that's very
drainage
different.
ditches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Councillor Miles raised up concerns last time, so I don't know, but because you were involved in the local plan, weren't you, in terms of discussion?
Yeah, so as Councillor Stewart said, this is in the local plan, so regardless of what we might say or do today, it will be developed at some point.
Yeah,
So we have to accept that. I think the issues I picked up were about the surface water and the mosquito issue, and stagnant water sitting there.
yeah,
Although stagnant water is good, not just for mosquitoes, it's good for other forms of wildlife like hoverfly larvae and things that are beneficial to the town or to the wildlife. But also the ecological issues that are raised by the Ecological Service. But if you look at the green overall site plan, I mean, compared to many new developments which have tiny gardens packed together, this is actually quite a spacious layout. It's got lots of greenery, it's preserving a lot of the trees. So, you know, you have to reach a point where you think, is this as good as it gets? Or do we carry on objecting ad infinitum? Because at some point, it's in the local plan, they will go to appeal, and they will probably win the appeal. So I think we can talk about mitigation, but the overall principle of development is there, and we'll have to go through at some point.
So we're going to approve this application or
Well, I've
rejection
rejected.
at the moment? Yeah.
Needs to be clear about our objections, the basis, particularly as last time we approved it, so we just need to be clear why we might be objecting.
I think there's just a minor point, and it doesn't really determine the suggestion, yes or no, but the fact that the south has absorbed so much development and there isn't, you know, it's not been equitable in terms of the north. I know there's limited space, but there's one argument that, you know, we're going to have to absorb, we need houses, we're going to have to absorb some developments. It's like you said, it's a detail of it, isn't it? Particularly if it's in the local plan.
Yeah.
I think the other point is, on the portal, there are dozens and dozens of letters of objection.
Yeah, it is.
I could only find one letter of support from someone who lives in the town. But I'm surprised no one has turned up tonight, so maybe those people, I mean, a lot of the objections were just about the principle of development, which, as I said, is there's nothing you can do about.
No.
All you can do is tweak the details. But I'm surprised no one's turned up this evening, so perhaps people feel it's something of a fait accompli.
We've got a proposal that we reject this application.
Object to the
Yeah,
based on the points that have been raised
yeah,
mainly by statutory consultees.
yeah. No, no, can't. You know, second that one?
Yeah, I'll second that. Second the rejecting it.
Just be clear, as I said, as the mayor's just said,
We need to be
clear
clear
on
about our
what we
objection.
rejected.
What we just like it will look like a weather vane that they're meeting, and we just change our mind.
There'll be the drainage issues.
So I think that definitely there's the drainage issue. I think there's still a number of issues that are raised by a number of consultees that haven't been responded to. There's not a clear view in terms of the archaeological findings. So I think all of that puts us in a position that we're not able to support it based on the extending red lines that have been designated.
Okay. Should we go for the vote then? We want to say that we reject this application then?
Object.
Yeah. Was that?
I'm going to abstain.
What's that? 1, 2, 3, isn't it? 3 against. Anything question?
So it's carried, isn't it?
Carried, isn't it?
Sorry, so 3 against.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 abstain, yeah. 3, 4 on the chairman's side.
So there's 7 of us, so 3 abstain.
4
against.
4 against. 4 against.
Yeah, in favour of against.
So the issues were drainage, archaeological, report.
Extending the red band, the boundary.
Yes,
Right.
not quite happy with the drainage for the run for water.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. The next one, 26/00539, 77 Laburnum Avenue Sound, CT 13 0AU. Erection of a single-storey rear side extension to facilitate a granny annex and alteration to windows and doors. That seems right to me. It seems pretty straightforward to me, this one.
It's quite big.
Yeah.
It's a big footprint. I'd be happy to support it.
Yeah, it is, but yeah.
Yeah, so the rear of the property,
Yeah.
and I can understand the argument for what they want to do in terms of the development, so I'd be happy to second Councillor Wiles supporting it.
Yeah, there was. Okay. All in favour of this application? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Item 6, withdrawn planning application. To note, no withdrawn applications listed here. Item 7, decided planning application. To note, the decided applications listed here. Does anyone want to comment on this one? No? No comment, okay. Item 8, street furniture application, to receive and consider any application made to DDC in relation to a street furniture consent application under local government miscellaneous provision at 1982. Local government miscellaneous provisions at 1982, street furniture consent. Please note and under consider the time of issuing this agenda.
Sorry, Chair, just quickly. So, regarding the street furniture applications, obviously there's been a big issue over the weekend regarding street furniture being allowed to be used within the town during an event time. Now, a lot of the venues in this town have street furniture licences already. So I would like to see if this council can get some clarification of street furniture licences and extended licences for such things as events and stuff like that. Because, or if the council has a say in whether things can happen for events, extended licences, etc. Because I'd like to, because of the fracas that happened over the weekend regarding DDC officers, Lions, and event organisers, it's quite disheartening that we actually as a council, as ourselves, we can't say anything about it. I wonder if the mayor could say anything about
So
it.
I think in terms of street licenses, we've previously had advice that the information shared with us
Yeah.
for information, so we've got visibility, but we do not have any stake in the process itself.
Is that something we can look at to change?
No, because it's DDC's process, and it was their guidance that they weren't going to do anything other than share the information with us. We can only deal with it from an informal perspective in the sense that when there's an issue, any of us or our DDC councillor that actually attends these meetings can pick up those issues on our behalf.
I have had long discussions with him over the weekend.
It was very unfortunate.
Yeah.
And, I'm not sure that I'm not sure there's anybody who knows the complete story, because I've heard different versions, but people who are very close to it want to obviously engage with DDC to try and sort it out.
I think inquiry at least as to why this year and not previous years, because what's changed?
Yeah.
Because
That's a
it's
discussion.
significant, isn't it?
Sorry, I put this on and thought this is discussed, the SCEA and others are going to have discussions with DDC, and I've had discussions with Councillor Morehouse regarding the issue, and we're going to work together with the SCEA to see what we can do. Because yes, it has been the normal for things to be out and about, but this year for some reason it's changed. But as I said previously to Councillor Franklin, things were said that we were allowed to do, and then they've then taken it away, and then we've challenged the officers at DDC to say that why can't we do it? And they said, we told you this in the first place. Well, no, we've got it in writing, so you can. So it's a long discussion that we have, but yeah.
It might be useful at some point just to have an annex to this agenda showing the current establishments that have a year-long street furniture license. Because the new inn has tables and chairs outside on the pavement. Some of the King Street premises have tables and chairs on the road when the road is closed. Some have it on the pavement all the time.
Yeah.
So just for our benefit, it might be
It's
useful.
like Main Street, isn't it? All them tables and chairs there. They're right in front of the notice board,
Just
isn't
have that
it?
schedule.
Even in Market Street, two little tables there, aren't there?
We can then make a distinction between the ones that have a permanent licence
Yeah.
and the ones that need a temporary licence for events.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that.
It seems to vary all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because I remember, didn't they have trouble with the butchery once in Market Street?
Years
And
ago,
that, yeah, okay.
Years ago, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Item 9, licensing. To consider any licensing request received by TDC. The Tollbridge Restaurant, 7 Fisherman's Wharf, Sam, CT30 9RU, grant a premises license, 1, the sale of alcohol between 11 in the morning to 11 at night, Monday to Saturday, 11 in the morning, and 11:30 on a Sunday, 10:30 rather on a Sunday, so the 17th of July. And 2, the sale of alcohol and provision of regulated and prohibited. What's the 17th of July? Is that the thing?
That's the date of the
Of the license, of application?
the application thing being looked at. So I can speak, but obviously I'm not going to vote on this, but it's basically, the owner's still the same, the management's changed, so they need to remove the licence from the management. That's what it is.
Oh, it's just a change of license.
Change by licence, I'm not supposed to do it.
We don't have any problem with that, don't we? You're very efficient.
What is regulated entertainment?
It's for private functions, parties, stuff
Oh,
like
it
that.
isn't,
This year?
yeah. I think we're, I think we're happy with it, aren't we?
Yeah.
We've got that in here, haven't we? Item 10,
Hang
enforcement.
on, should we propose and second it?
Right. Well, I propose it. It's just a change of license with the landlord, isn't it?
I think it's just to receive a note.
Yeah, I think
It's not to vote on, because we haven't got the power to do that sentence. We
No.
So we can comment on it if you don't like it.
you can say that we welcome it or something.
No. Okay. I think we're happy with that. Item 10, enforcement. To consider any enforcement notices and issues received from Dover District Council, please note none to consider at the time of issuing this agenda. Item 11, correspondence. Receive and consider correspondence related to planning matters, including notification of appeals against refusal of planning applications. Please note none to consider at the time of issuing this agenda. Item 12, Dover District Council planning update. To receive the update from the Dover District Council representatives on matters relating to planning.
No, he was hoping to be here.
Okay. Item 13, dated next planning committee meeting Monday, 3rd of August, 2026 at 6:30 p.m.
Just quickly, so if obviously Councillor Morehouse hasn't made the meeting, can we ask him for a written report to discuss the committee?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's going to be here at 7:10.
Okay.
yeah.
Too late.
Okay, thank you.
Still have a short time, Jeff.
Well, no, it's you. Yes, it was.
Okay. Ended.